Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading can resonate. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Eshu, Obatala, to the Agum Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florian Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, guys, let's jump into your spread. I have a 3-card spread out here for you, including the top and bottom of the deck. The Orisha Tarot is here to clarify for you. So, your first set is Death and Eshu. Okay, Death clarified by Eshu. Then we have the 8 of Cups clarified by the 4 of Water, 4 of Cups in reverse. All right, rounding out the spread, we have the 4 of Wands in reverse clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. Top of the deck, we have the High Priestess in reverse clarified by Salamanders or the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil in reverse clarified by Zanashapana in reverse. Okay, guys, I had to do this spread because I had a Celtic cross spread out here and it was just so many energies, so many cards. I couldn't get through it. It was just a lot. So I decided to shorten it. And what this 3-card spread captured for me was a very strong energy that I saw, like in the cross of the Celtic cross, about your sex life, about how this new cycle is changing your sex life, all right? Or your like recreational life. Because I'll say like in your past position, you had Death, which this is the second time it came out for you. Death was clarified by the 3 of Cups, all right? 3 of Water. So that's like an ending to a certain friendship, an ending to the way you have sex, because your future position was the Page of Wands clarified by Lovers in reverse. So maybe having a lot of partners, or maybe your partner has a lot of partners, ending to that. And drinking was another thing that came up. If you feel like you drink too much, actually it's here too, because the 8 of Cups. So something about drinking, all right? So that's another thing. And it's not saying that that you don't have to, you're not allowed to drink. I think some of you, there's a level of escapism, okay? There's a level of escapism. Your emotions get to you and someone decides to escape in alcohol or sex, or you have a partner that binds you to these tendencies, all right? And that person's gotta go. You're very close to something brand new in your life. I know that because of the way that if you just end it, the road is so clear. There's nothing in any one of these directions in Eshu's way, okay? But this is up to you. Like there is a level of initiative here, especially with the Salamanders card, that this isn't just gonna change on its own. Actually, if you just end the relationship, then the divine can meet you halfway and show you the options or bring you the support you're looking for, 3 of Pentacles, to keep you going, but not until you end a behavior or a relationship, okay? And I don't know, maybe this is coming up around the full moon for you all. I know for me, full moons crank my libido way up. Like it cranks it up. And the crazy thing about it is, because I had this allergy attack, I've been taking a lot of Claritin and Zyrtec and Benadryl, and it's, it makes you sort of drowsy. So it's like made my libido go down, right? And it's a good thing though, because these past couple days, I guess, people I usually fuck with, they've been hitting me up trying to hook up and link, and I'm like, nah, I can't. I literally just been telling everybody no, and it's just out of pure, like, I just don't have the energy, and 2, like, I just don't want you in my space. There's something that was in your Celtic cross spread as well. You had the 4 of Wands, and it was clarified by the element of earth, and the element of earth has that circle with those 4, like a cross in the middle, so like sectioning off 4 different spots. And I was saying in that when I saw that combination about boundaries. So there's this certain thing about boundaries as well that you guys could be feeling. Now, I don't know if this is the full moon bringing this up or if you've just been feeling this way lately, but I do see, when I saw your spread, I saw a change. There was a definite change. Or if you don't feel it, there needs to be, okay? Give me 1 second. Now, this 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups in reverse. The 8 of Cups is talking about some form of stagnancy, right? Now, like I said, it could be I've had enough, drank too much, sex too much, did too much of whatever, I gotta walk away. But the 4 of Cups in reverse, you know, that's usually when you are let out of a holding pattern. But right now, I think it's talking about your new cycle. Brings in a sort of Cancerian energy of a new birthing, right? Because you got that motherhood sort of energy. So you could be having an issue stepping into the new cycle based off emotions. Could be things that, you know, if we're talking about Cancer, could be the way you grew up, could be an issue with your mother or something like that. Family, I already mentioned family. I believe I mentioned family. Guys, I'm talking fast, so, you know, excuse me. With this 4 of Wands, issues in the family, relationships, marriages, things like that. That is causing your cycle to be either uncomfortable or problematic. Like, I can't get to the other side. Can't make it around the loop. Okay? So this is stagnancy. The reason why you got to end something is because it's keeping you stagnant. End it to open up the road. Stagnant energy all right here. Right? Not going nowhere, not doing nothing, feeling, I'm feeling a dejected energy here as well. Like I'm different. The issues of rejection keep coming up. So let's move on. We got the 4 of Wands in reverse, clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Earth. All right. This, for me, is that when you end whatever it is that's holding you back, your 3 of Pentacles, the support you need, the finances you need, everything is right in the upright and available to you. But behind that, what could be holding you back? The marriage, the relationship, that family member, right? That's your snag. That's the tear. That's, some of you are dealing with a person who is very like attention whorish, or wants you to behave or be like an image of something, to pretend to be like something. That's for some of you, because there's a darker thing happening at the top and bottom of the deck, but we'll get into it, all right? Now, if it's not them wanting you to do it, it's you pretending like things aren't as bad as they are at home, behind closed doors, or with a particular family member, all right? It all depends on your situation. But it's this 4 of Wands that is preventing this 3 of Pentacles from coming in the upright or experiencing it. That's if you're having this issue, okay? It's that partner. You do, some of you do have somebody who is a seeker. They seek a lot of attention, like they want too much. You guys feel there's this energy in your Celtic cross. The first set out signifying your energy was the Star and 5 of Wands. It was 5 of Wands and the Star, and it was letting me know that you are developing spiritually. You're developing more spiritually. You're becoming more free. There's a cosmic energy around you. But then the 5 of Wands was indicating distractions or people competing or like literally trying to like, you know, hold you back in some kind of way, either or making you feel like you need to act or behave like everybody else. See, because they're all doing one thing, fighting each other, trying to be in sync, but the Star is free. It's a star ascending on its own. So that's something that you could feel uncomfortable with, or feel this sense of rejection, or bringing back up senses of rejection of this difference, because the High Priestess tells me so. See, even with the Hermit, King of Wands, Salamanders, some of you all are healers. You have a very healing, and you heal in different ways. So when you're dealing with like 8 of Cups energy, some of you all are mediums, clairvoyants, dreamers. Some of you all do things with like cinema or videography, or like maybe you do something with video, like you post on any one of these platforms, right? There's also a level of artistic ability, poetry, So you have some of you all are writers, poets, artists, in whatever form or fashion, but your creativity is being stagnated by a relationship or a family member, okay? Or just your relationships in general, which you have to be comfortable feeling different, or like, I need to separate myself from this, because there could be one person that's making you feel like you can't express yourself the way you truly are. And another way that this person is getting you, somebody is either getting you with dark magic, high priestess, devil, or they are getting you with sex, because of what I saw in the Celtic crossbreed. Somebody, y'all have a lot of sex. There's a particular person, if it's not many people, because somebody's having sex with a lot of people, but if it's not many people, it's you and this person's sexual connection has taken over, or you've allowed it to take over. And it's not trying to put no blame on you. When you don't know you're a healer, you don't understand your own libido. And I think that's what's happening. You know, if you do get a second to yourself, because this is the second time I've seen the Four of Cups, if you ever get a second to yourself where you're not having, engaging this person or as many people, you may come into an understanding of why I'm having sex the way I have sex, which is this escapism that I'm feeling. You know, that Piscean energy of the Eight of Cups. It's the escapism. It's like, maybe I am starting to understand who I'm to become or what I'm supposed to be. I don't know how I should become that or do that, express that. So I sort of stick with this same old energy. But some of you have turned it into a fetish, because when you get the devil and the hermit, this is when we get into fetishes, or sometimes on the extreme end, like bizarre sexual practices. Definitely. Okay. And some of this could be based out of old hurts from your past. You've sort of sexualized it in a certain way, or you've come across someone who, I don't know what they are trying to introduce you to or have introduced you to, but there's an ending coming with that, because it's not conducive to who you really are. I'm not trying to shame anybody for their sexual proclivities or practices. I'm trying to let you know that where you're going, it can't go with you. That's all. As a human being, whether you feel like you're of the light, of the dark, you are going to have all kinds of experiences, and you'd be surprised what actually turns you on. All right. But some things, if you don't recognize why it turns you on, you know, and sort of analyze it, you know, with this hermit energy, if you don't analyze where it's coming from, or you trying to sexualize old hurt and pain, you could take your vibration down. Right. And you're not meant to be somebody out here just with a low vibration. I mean, the last reading, the one I didn't get to do, you were the star. So it was talking about spiritual development, cosmic energy, ascension, basically destiny. You even had the Wheel of Fortune in that. So that energy of this fetish or whatever, that kind of you're replaying out a trauma or doing something low vibrational, just does not match who you are. All right, that can match, it could be for somebody else, but it's just not for you. It's one thing that in this energy, like High Priestess energy, King of Wands, Hermit energy, it's just something that has to be accepted. It's like when you become a spiritual leader or whatever, you just find out like, I can't do that. And it's not only just for perception basis only, it's because of the higher levels of energies you actually connect to who want to work with you or work through you. I can't work through you if I can't get to you. The thing you're reaching for is at a vibrational level that you have to be able to meet. And if you're too low, it's like we can't meet each other. There's no hard feelings. It's just I'm up there, you're down here kind of thing. So, and if you're meant to be who you're supposed to be, this is how you gain the stability, possibly the wealth that you're looking for as well. So it's like just there's a sacrifice. Now, others of you are trying to break away from some sort of dark magic. You can do it. I don't know who's holding you back or who's trying to cast the spell. There's also some keeping a secret, but it could be secrets about what we're talking about, okay? This King of Wands, High Priestess energy. You could also be keeping a secret of like, I'm into mysticism, metaphysics, or I'd like to do art or something. You're hiding your identity. Somebody's hiding their identity, and you need to stop. Okay? Definitely. Stop hiding who you are, or hiding the fact that you do something that you feel like you shouldn't be doing anymore. So give me a sec, y'all. 1 sec. This devil relationship here, this is connected to somebody has this pathological thing about a love of love, which that means you really love relationships or being in a relationship. Some of you like to be like the rescuer, okay? You feel like, or a protector. So if you're the feminine, you feel like you're protecting this man. And if you're the masculine, you feel like I'm rescuing this woman, I'm bringing her up. That is an issue. And I don't know if that person is aware that you are playing that dynamic out with them, but if they are, along with this dark magic or sex thing that you guys got going, it makes it hard for you to release from them, because that's where they can manipulate you for your need of relationship. 4 of Wands by itself is not a marriage that's gonna last. Remember, 4 of Wands is where Venus meets Aries, okay? And we know, like we mentioned before, I mentioned Aphrodite and Aries. Aries is Aphrodite's favorite dick, okay? That's her favorite dick. But see, the thing about them is that they're gonna do, that's will. He has the will to do and go where he wants to go. Aphrodite, she, like I said before in another reading, she sleeps and is with whoever she wants to be with. But they're at the height of who they are, and when they come together for a time, it looks good. Okay, until it's time for us to be our real self. On the outside, our wedding was beautiful. You know, the pictures we post are great. You know, the invitation looked nice. It was all great until that's over and we are who we are. That's the kind of relationship somebody is in. And the only thing keeping you in it, still in it, is sex or dark magic or your own feeling of, I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to be alone. But you have a higher, there's just something better for you. There really is. And you have a very strong intuition. You got a lot of spiritual gifts. You're very unique, and you can feel misunderstood, and maybe just with this person, you feel a level of understanding, but the relationship is just too toxic. It's just too toxic. But something is, like I said, is gonna change in your sex life. I'm looking at a note I made from the previous reading. Yeah, there's definitely something, you gotta let it go. Let it go. It opens up your road when you release it. The other thing is, like I said, it's like working toward something. If you're like, okay, I want to make a business out of my spiritual practice, if I want to get a new job that pays more, if you are just caught up in y'all relationship back and forth, or just having sex, or whatever the case may be, you're not putting any energy into the new version of yourself, or where your new cycle is trying to take you, so it doesn't exist. This is why the stagnancy is so strong with the 8 of Cups, 4 of Water. You want to go somewhere, you want to be released from this. It's making you feel like, ugh, but you're not doing anything, and I don't know why that is. And if it's fear, you got to just release this fear. Release the fear, right? You put one foot forward, the next foot forward. You don't have to rush, but you got to do something. You got to move. You got to move. Okay? Because your road is open. It's like as soon as this is done, the road goes, whoo, it's just a big wide road, no traffic. Okay? That's what I have for you. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. If you want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. All right, guys, see you.